Hello, I come back. Okay, welcome back everyone. As you can see, I'm not recording from my room today. I'm sitting outside because I realized if I record in my room, I am going to take so much time, and I don't want to take time. I really want to keep my reviews short and straight to the point, and the only way I can do that is if I'm out here in the wind. I'm gonna be quick, I promise. I'm really gonna be quick. But yeah, welcome back. Thank you to everyone who watches, likes, comments, and shares. Yeah, you guys are the reason why I do those things. Okay, well, I read because I love reading, but you guys are the reason I keep doing these reviews. So thank you so much. And today, like, our review for today is gonna be shocking, but also exciting. I read the story last year and I gave it to my friend to read because I wanted someone to read, so we vent, but she ended up not reading it. So I've been carrying all of it in my chest. So today is the time I release it and everything. We're doing a story called The Road to the Sea. Oh, Ciara can have all my money. The story was like, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, by the way. Definitely a 10 out of 10. I think because of the storyline and the plot and everything, she was just so precise and just so straight to the point and everything. Like, it was top notch. Yeah, so I'm gonna be quick. Yeah, obviously, you see, quick, really straight to the point. We meet Kathleen. She's our main character. She just lost her twin, I think a year or two before we get into the story. So her whole family is going through grief, right? The mom is depressed. She's not talking, she's not eating, she barely is even there, right? The dad is just carrying like the family, obviously, like financially and stuff, but he's also hurting. So is Kathleen. She lost her twin, and I feel like her mom was so disconnected from her because it was like I think Kathleen reminded her of that twin, right? And then she has 4 other siblings: a brother Thomas, a sister Laura, Molly, and another brother Petty. So they are all younger than her. So she is the one who's taking care of the family. She's doing everything: the laundry, the cooking, the washing, the taking care of the kids, the everything. She's the mom. Now like her siblings are also treating her like the mom. They go into her when they have like issues and whatever the case is. The dad, I'm thinking, is a farmer. Like I said, I wrote it last year, so some of the details are hazy, but the major details I know. That is the farmer. He works, he comes home, he's not there. He's literally just providing and not there. So Kathleen is the one who's taking care of everybody. Also, during this time, we also introduced to a guy named Joseph. He's not from the same town, but we understand that because of the war, his mental health is not in a good place. So he's trying to commit suicide, but not like, okay, well, he was trying to commit suicide. He was just starving himself, so not drinking, not eating, and just literally day in, day out, he's existing with the hope that someday his body will give out and he will die. So he's new into the town, and the people of the town, they know him. Like, there's a guy who's on the mountain. We don't know his story, but there's a guy who's on the mountain doing whatever he's doing, kind of a thing. So yeah, Kathleen is taking care of the family. She's doing everything, like I said. And Sundays they go to church. Even the mom goes to church, but she's like the only time the mom is like literally on the last chapter, at the end of the story. During this time, it's almost like at some point I even forgot she existed because of how she was she was not there. She really was not there. And Kathleen was taking care of the family, cooking, everything. So yeah, I think the first part of the novel is just Kathleen describing her day-to-day life, and also there's flashback memories of her and her twin, and how obviously she feels like, she was robbed of her twin and stuff like that. So it's just Kathleen just grieving, but also having to be strong for everyone, kind of a thing. So okay, don't fall. So that happens, right? And Kathleen is basically now the mom of the house, right? And she's kind of like mad at her mom, understandably so, because she's mad at how her mom is giving up on life, almost like she doesn't have any other kids, you know what I'm saying? So I understood Kathleen in the sense that I got why she was angry. I got why she wanted her mom to snap out of it, because she was like, I'm just a child, I shouldn't be doing the things I'm doing, like can this woman just snap out of it? But also I understand grief now. Okay, so this is back in the day, right? They probably didn't have the resources we have now to work through things. So I understand better, in a way of like, I understand grief now. So before, when I was reading this book, I didn't have any kind of understanding, and I really thought the mom was selfish. I was like, ma'am, do better, you know what I'm saying? But now that I understand grief, I'm like, I'm not saying she's justified, but I'm also saying I get it, right? I get it. But also I feel like, you know, guys, yeah, things were happening. They just had to make do with that was there. But yeah, Kathleen was just feeling like it's unfair how she's living life now. She can barely do anything and all of that. But they live in a supportive community. Everyone is taking care of everyone, and you know, it's just one of those, you know how back in the day things where like people were united and everything. So I love that about the part of the story, the unity in the story. And she takes care of her baby brother, she feeds him and everything. Most of the time she puts him to sleep, or she takes him from the room and sleeps with him in her room so that he doesn't disturb her parents and all of those things. So Caitlin, like, honestly, first half of the story, she's giving that girl, right? She's that girl, she's that child, she's an example. She remained one, almost, kinda. But yeah, she's that girl until this day. She went to, like, she did everything, prepared supper, they ate, and they went to bed. And she put the baby, we'll call him the baby because this is like the youngest, she put the baby to sleep. And then in the middle of the night she woke up because the baby was crying, so she went to like calm him down and all of those things. And when she was done, she realized that her dad was sitting in the kitchen and he had fallen asleep in the kitchen, kind of a thing. So she went there to try and like wake him up and take him to bed. So she did wake him up, and he kind of leaned on her and she walked him to the bedroom. And when they got there, I don't know how best to describe the scenario that happened after that, because also the way it was described in the book, it was so quick. I also didn't have time to like process what happens. But yeah, she walks him to the bed, and when they get there, somehow in that transaction, in her helping the dad to the bedroom, the dad sleeps with her, right? Obviously it started with her just hugging him to give him comfort, to like, she could see he was worn out, and also he was also depressed as well, and he still had to wake it up. So she was genuinely being a daughter. She gave the dad a hug. How it went from the hug to adult business, I don't know, but that happens. And after the whole thing is done, she like storms off the house and she runs away and everything. And I was just thinking, that is so wild. Like, it was how is this dad doing this to his daughter? Like, how do you, okay, cool, you want comfort, okay, cool, you're hurting and you're grieving, but what, your daughter, that was made business. Okay, that was made business, but that happens. And during this time, Kathleen has met Joseph, and she always passes by him and talks to him and kind of a thing. So yeah, that happens with the dad, and they never address it after that. It never happens after that. It was literally a once-off thing. Not that I'm saying that makes it better, because it doesn't make it better. That was situation, that was scenario, was like, it was made crazy. Like, I don't even understand, honestly, like how that happened, how the dad slept with his daughter. And also I wonder how Kathleen was feeling, like the fear and the I wonder what was going through her mind. Like, you legit were just giving your dad a hug, and somehow he's sticking things into you. That's yeah, anyway, that happens, right? Until a month later she realizes she missed her period, and she could feel they were bones were taking form in her womb, and she was like, damn, so this is how like my siblings came to earth, obviously. And she, yeah, I think also Kathleen was a little sus. How did she know how to do this? Because what she does next is she goes to Joseph, she talks to Joseph, she hangs out with Joseph, and somehow she initiates things. So she kisses him and then she sleeps with him, right? And somehow this just gives Joseph that boost that he was looking for, like that boost that he needed, because it's like, oh, okay, cool, I have this gorgeous woman, I don't have to die anymore. So he gets a job with the local doctor, and they continue to date, obviously. And what happened is, yeah, he obviously starts dating Kathleen. They start hanging out. People in the community see that, they realize, oh, okay, there's something going on between these two. It's all nice, it's all fun and games. Kathleen knew why she was doing this. Kathleen knew because of what happened between her and the date, she had to find someone who's gonna step in so that the date is not exposed, right? Anyway, they get invited to this party. I'm not sure who was having the party, but they get invited to this party. And when they're at this party, wait, am I mixing events? Yes, so when they go to the party, and they were dancing and stuff, Kathleen fainted, and the doctor was obviously like, something's happening, there's bones in your womb, ma'am, and stuff. And Joseph was like, oh yeah, we did, so Joseph automatically assumes he's the father. So he's like, I'm gonna step up, I'm ready, I'm gonna be the dad. So Kathleen's father was like, what, you can't be with him, blah 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 blah, why would you thingy? That's when Kathleen is like, I actually said, this is your child, I'm doing you a favor, so this is your child. I had to make a plan that if this guy wants to marry me, let him marry me. Because the dad was like, this guy is poor, we don't even know where he's coming from, he's only just started working now, he doesn't deserve you, and all of those things. And Kathleen was just like, said, this is your child, and I'm trying to save you from people, so let me marry this man. So yeah, after that thing is out, Joseph obviously, he starts working towards marrying Kathleen and starting a family with her. And yeah, that's what happens. They get married before their child is born, and they move in together and everything. And obviously they, by the hospital where he was working, I don't remember if he was working with the doctor or he was working at the shopkeeper, but he was working between those two. They obviously gave him like a higher position for higher salary, so he can take care of his newfound family. And so she was actually pregnant, and it was twins, and then she lost one at birth. So the day she gives birth is the day her mom comes and helps her give birth, right? And Kathleen is just so emotional because she just lost a child and everything, and she's asking her mom, like, do you think God is punishing me for what I did, right? And the mom's like, no, God didn't punish you, actually I'm sorry, I should have protected you, it's all my fault. Meaning, this is what I think, meaning when the dad did the things to Ukel, the mom was aware that the husband is sleeping with the daughter, and she still said nothing right until the time Kathleen gets married to Joseph, which wasn't like a weak thing. It obviously took a couple of times. So like the entire time she was acting all out of it, she knew. Because there were times where Kathleen would walk into the house when she was still at home and find that her mom was talking to the brother. Because the brother also overheard the conversation where Kathleen was telling the dad, like, I'm pregnant and it's your child, and I'm trying to sort this out for both of us. And I feel like the brother did tell the mom, or the mom was away all the time, but somehow she never said anything until the day where she gives birth, and they all, the father, the mother, Kathleen, and the brother, they all pretended that the child is Joseph's child. So yeah, that's the story. Literally, that's the story. She gives birth, and she raises the child with Joseph, and she stays married to Joseph, hopefully, because I don't think there's a part 2, but if there was, I would be the first one to buy it. But I think for me, the biggest villain, definitely the dad. The dad was the biggest villain for me, because I don't care how much you're hurting, I don't care what's going on in your life, you're not sleeping with your daughter, you're not putting things into your daughter like that. My God, that's wild. But also Kathleen is also a villain, like a villain light. Like I get that she was trying to make the best of the situation or just sort things out the best that she can. But my guy, this guy was just trying to kill himself. This guy was just trying to kill himself. He was living his life. He wasn't interested in what you guys were doing, and you literally just, okay, well, she didn't quite destroy his life, because then that whole interaction is what gave him hope to keep going and everything. But you get what I'm saying? That is so wrong. This man's gonna be raising your brother as his son for the rest of his life. I mean, he did get a wife and a child out of it, but that's like wild business. That's wild business. So yeah, Kathleen is also a villain. The mom, definitely. I feel like it's like the dead, the mom, then Kathleen. Because the mom, I feel like even if she only found out through the brother what had happened, she should have done something then. She should have snapped out of it. She should have done something then. But also here, just totally neglecting all the other kids because of the one child, that was also wild business. But again, like I said, I understand grief better now, so I kind of get it. But also it's like things wouldn't have gotten to where they got if something had been done, kind of a thing. But yeah, that's the road to the sea. The road to the sea. I don't even know what to make of it, but I love it because how everything unfolded was just like haibo. I was just like haibo the entire time. Read it in like 6 hours max, because I was just like, I wasn't putting it down for nothing. So yeah, definitely one of my faves with all the villains and everything. And yeah, this is where I'm gonna cut it. My neighbor is looking at me and thinking I'm crazy because I'm talking alone. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and if you have a book that you feel like I should read and do a review on, please reach out to me. I love reading. Do not ever think it's too much work for me. I love reading. So yeah, this is actually the shortest I've ever done, guys. Come on, give me my flowers. Give me my flowers. This is the quickest review I've ever done. But yeah, thank you and goodbye.